G'day everybody, welcome to our online presentation night for the juniors for the Heathmont Cricket Club season 2019-2020. Unfortunately we can't all get together, as we all know, with the restrictions in place, but it won't stop us celebrating the achievements of the kids and also acknowledging the help from all the people that do things behind the scenes to make the place is what it is, and also the day-to-day runnings of the club move forward. So a little bit of a rundown of how tonight's going to work and how this presentation will work. Josh Irish has been working behind the scenes to put together this presentation. So it'll snap from myself doing some reports around to the other groups, other age groups, and other team managers or coaches to do the reporting on their own groups. We'll also integrate the winners of the presentation so you can actually see them on the screen as well, in case you just missed some wording and through that speeches. As part of this, I'd like to thank Josh for his time and efforts that he's put into putting the presentation together. I certainly couldn't do it. I am an absolute technology nuffy. I have no idea how this all works. So, if it wasn't for him, I would have had to, I didn't know what I'd do. I'd have to rely on something. So thank you very much to Josh for putting that together. Now, as well as the reports for the individual teams, I'll also do my own report for the as part of the junior coordinating. So I'll read that out first, and I'll do some thank yous throughout the presentations as they go forward, as opposed to doing a big chunk of thank yous all in one go. So what I'll do is I'll give you the coordinators report for the season 2019-2020. I'll do a little bit of ad hocing so that I don't really feel like I'm being a bit of a robot. So obviously this year is going to be remembered as one of the more challenging years for the club, and but we knew this a long time out. We knew that the redevelopment was coming, so we had a bit of foresight to put a junior subcommittee together last year, and we thought coming into this season we knew that there would be some further challenges with having no club rooms. It's always going to be a massive challenge, so we thought, well, let's expand on the junior subcommittee that we formed, and let's get some more diversity into there. So I pinpointed a few of the mums actually around the groups, and mums that I'd known for a couple of years, and I knew that would be able to help out and would definitely love to help out, and they've all done a fantastic job along with all the other members of the subcommittee. So I just want to mention all those subcommittee members for you now. Brett Smith, Glenn Arbuckle, Steve Williams, Sam Cosham, Desiree Loy, Nerida Wynn Primus, Simone Heathcote, Prue Munro, Matt West, and Gary Hatfield Dunn. They're all amazing. Like, everybody does a job, everybody helps out in the way they can. And it's very important to remember that everybody's a volunteer. So some people can give it a little bit more time than others, and some people have more skills than others in different areas. So we all come together as one group, and it really, really works well together. I normally wouldn't want to single out anybody individually, given the fact that we are all volunteers and we give as much as we can. But there were a couple of really standouts within that group of 11 people that were a massive help to both myself and the club as a whole. So going outside of their own group of age group to help better the entire group as a whole. And for example, Prue Munro, who did all the working with children's compliance this year. She also organised the sunscreen. So I mean, these things for you guys, that she just did them. She got in there, bang, did them. It was fantastic. So thanks to that, Prue. We'll get back to the sunscreens next year. Don't worry about that. Really high quality sunscreen. Costs you exactly the same as it's going to cost you in the shops. And guess what? We supply it, so it's fantastic. So we'll do that again next year. It was actually a good success. And the other one I really want to make mention of is Brett Smith. Okay, so Brett's a massive help around the club. He was our junior secretary. He also did the registrations. He's a My Cricket guru, so any question I had, even past secretaries and stuff that didn't quite work out, Brett was able to figure it out. You know, he rolled out the live scoring, so live scoring was massive, new this year for everybody. And Brett was the one who said, you know, I'm going to look into it, leave it with me for a couple of days. Went out, scored a live score in the Big Bash, came back and said, this thing's great, you know, I can teach you guys how to go through it, bang, 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 and you know, we can roll this out pretty quickly to everybody, and it really is great. We fumbled our way through it for the first little bit, but as we got going, it really is great. Our first 11 in our seniors use it, and I think we'll find that it'll become the norm from now on. So massive job that in itself, so thank you for that. He also did the HCC website. He does all the updates for that, so, and also ran the Toyota raffle, set that all up, and did some advertising for that, I guess. So a massive amount of work. This is on top of a full-time job, a family, doing the team managing for the under 14As. And as I say, I'm sure that Clinton will mention in his reporting later, it's seamless, and he's an absolute gem. So as I said, I didn't really want to single anybody out, but I will. And Brett Smith, you're amazing. Thank you very much. Some of the successes that we had as a junior subcommittee this year, even though it was a challenging year, we didn't have a club room, you know, we still had some successes. So, you know, the sunscreens, which I mentioned with Prue before, Toyota raffle, we raised about $1,500. And as everyone's really thinking, oh, what does $1,500 get me? There's all your trophies done for the year, okay? So we're ordering around about 130 to 160 trophies around there. It's trophies and medallions for the juniors line. This is just juniors. And it's over $1,500. So that money's got to come from somewhere. And the Toyota raffle, which was a massive success this year, was a winner, and it literally just paid for all our trophies. So it's absolutely fantastic. Again, the uniforms, really positive feedback from around the place. We are looking to get more uniforms, including hoodies, and we're actually looking to do a range for just juniors as well. So getting some smaller hoodies, some smaller t-shirts, maybe some shorts and stuff like that, just for the juniors, and promoting some of our junior sponsors, such as Keebles Trading, which I'll touch on a little later. We also implemented the Safeguarding Children and Young People policy. You might not have heard a whole lot about it, but it's basically just, you know, in the way it's worded is safeguarding children. You know, we had those incidents with the Batty family years and years ago, and since then Cricket Victoria and Cricket Australia put in place some guidelines to help protect the kids, and we implemented those at club level as well. So there's all sorts of posters and flyers and bits and pieces that you can do. Because we didn't really have any club rooms, it's a little harder to sort of you know, promote that sort of thing. But next year they will be up in the new club rooms, and you'll be able to see a fairly visual representation of where we are at with the Safeguarding Children's. We're still level 3 good sports, okay? You know, we take that very seriously. You know, we it's more of a senior club thing about offering you know, non-alcoholic beverages and looking after the kids and making sure there's you know, different things that we can do as a club to attract people to say that, you know, that's a nice place to play, a nice place to grow up and be around. And I touched on it earlier before with the working with children's compliance. Obviously you have to be compliant with all that sort of stuff, and Prue Munro was the champion for that. So she got us up to date from many years of sort of getting by, we'll say, doing what we needed to do. Now it's right up there. It's really top notch. Everybody is knows exactly where they're at. I know I need to do mine at the end of this year. It's coming up, so it's fantastic, and thanks for Prue for that. I just want to also mention our sponsors. We have a great set of sponsors throughout the club. I know Matt and the committee do a lot of work with attracting sponsors to the club, and you know, we wear some across our chests and on our backs for on our tops, and they're displayed on the banners and all our marquees, bits and pieces like that. When we get our new club rooms, we're going to be able to further develop those sponsors. We're going to be able to further, get their names out in the community. So if you are thinking about it, can I be a sponsor? I do have a business. I wouldn't mind some, tax incentives for doing that sort of stuff. Come and have a chat to us, because next year and beyond it's going to be a massive task just to get the money together for us to run as a successful club. So our main sponsor for the junior, as I said before, is Keebles Trading. So Joe there, together with Ray and now Stu from the club, also are working there. We've had some ongoing support from Joe for about 4 years now, and he puts in some money. And what does his money go toward? Just juniors. Okay, so every time when we're able to do these shirts, the kids got them for free first year. Well, guess what? The money had to come from somewhere, and it's come from Keebles Trading. Okay, so that money has been put straight into that. This year, most kids had them. So what do? We bought some new gear for the Super Sevens. So all this sort of stuff's coming. Money's obviously got to come from somewhere, and we thank them for their support. Along with Keebles, I'd like to thank Anne and Nicole from Toy World in Frenchy Gully, also in Knox. They sponsored our vouchers on our mid-season reporting day, and also they have some ongoing support through sponsorship for the club as a whole as well. So that's fantastic. Thank you very much for that. And also Ash from McDonald's. Ash is able to get us our encouragement awards for both Player of the Day and Opposition Player of the Day, which you guys hand out every week. So we're able to get those through Ash, who plays in our senior club. So thanks very much for that. So we came into this season knowing that we're going to undergo this full redevelopment, and we knew that the day-to-day running of the club was probably going to be flipped on its head a little bit. What we didn't foresee was the coronavirus at the end of this year. Okay, so we were lucky, we were fortunate we were able to complete our season as a whole and get it over, and the kids were able to play all their games. And also the seniors, luckily enough, were able to play all their games, including the grand finals, the week before there was no more cricket. So we were very, very fortunate in that respect. Due to the hard work of Matty and obviously the committee, we were able to foresee some of these hurdles that we were going to see through the redevelopment of the club, the redevelopment of the pavilion, I should say. And we were able to secure the Scout Hall, and we were able to secure some use of the Bowls Club also, to sort of help soften the blow and sort of help, have a little bit of normality for the season, so the guys, and families could still relax and enjoy each other's company, which is what a community club's all about. The best thing about all this is that the new season's only a hop, skip and a jump away. It's already April, so we're looking at, we'll be training in 4 months, fingers crossed. Okay, so, and then guess what? We're back into our new pavilion. We're back into our pavilion, and it's very exciting times to be around, so it's fantastic. The game day equipment is obviously this year was kept in the storage containers. There was only so many keys, so switching and crossing over keys and who's going to open that, and doing all the bits and pieces and opening all those up, unpacking everything to set up for the games, and then bringing it all back in, packing it in neatly again. It doesn't just happen. So to the kids that help out, the parents that help out, and the players that help out, obviously through seniors and bits and pieces like that, thank you very much. It didn't go unnoticed, so thank you very much. Talking about cricket on a whole for the juniors, obviously we had our 2 under 14s, 2 under 12s, fast 9s. We had 2 Super 7s, and we had the girls, which started in stage 1 and finished up in stage 2. Okay. Through the under 14s, they were graded by the Box Hill Reporter this year. So we didn't actually nominate where we were going to be graded. They said, you're in this grade, you're in this grade, you're in this grade. Not an easy task for the Box Hill Reporter to do. Basically, they sort of did it on quantity of kids and quality of kids. So where those kids were, who had been in rep sides and tried out and all that sort of stuff, where you finished in ladders through the past seasons and bits and pieces like that. not an easy task, and I felt that we were well graded. Looking back on it now, given what we know throughout the season, with regards to wins and losses in each of our under 14 A's, B's, and under 12 A's and B's, it proved to be a great challenge for us. You can only get better if you challenge yourself in a higher grade, and that's what it is through juniors and seniors. So if you're looking at that, we could have just coasted through B's and probably been rather successful in both age groups, but guess what? We were challenged in A's. We were told by the Boxing Reporter, we reckon you're all right, go for it. And we didn't get a lot of luck. We were washed out a few times. We didn't have a lot of luck on our side. So if a couple of results went our way, we could have really been fighting out for some final spots. And it really is a credit to the people out there that have just took the grading on the chin and said, let's see how the kids go. And I reckon the amount of experience the kids have got out of this year, the amount of growth they will have made through those 10 games, 8 games, is invaluable. Okay, so they're going to launch into next season with confidence, knowing that they're another 6 months older, and hey, I've already played in this grade before, I'm this much taller, I can bowl this much quicker, and I can hit the ball another 5 metres further. It instills a lot of confidence, so don't forget to let them know that. So well done to all the kids for sure. To add to our season of challenges, we also, some of you may not know, we actually lost the use of the Heathmont College halfway through the year in January. They're actually going through some school upgrades through the basketball court there, the basketball pavilion at the front of the school. So we lost the use of the oval entirely. Luckily, again, through good relationships, we were able to secure the use of Proclamation Park oval, which is fantastic. We're able to use that on Sunday mornings, which is a massive help, and it got us out a bit of a jam, so it was great. And we were also able to use that on the Friday nights too. Again, thank you very much for the parents for helping set up. Okay, it's another home away from home, I guess, in a way, with the cage being set up there, the older pavilion up in the corner for the toilets and bits and pieces. But everyone just gets on with it. It's a great surface, so it's a better surface than the college is. So it gives, it was a much better option than staying at the college anyway. So it's great. As I said before, we're lucky to complete the season before the coronavirus took place. A few challenges like tonight. We have to do things a little bit differently, but it's all about keeping each other safe and that sort of things. So it is what it is essentially. What I would like to say is challenge yourselves to be thankful for what you have. Okay, you're probably already transitioning into that already. You've probably been at home with your families and kids for 2 weeks already by now. So our family, we started up thank you and grateful buckets. So we write something down that we're thankful for each day. We read it out to each other and we put it in our bucket. Okay, and it's a great family time. And I challenge you guys to do that too. You've got to be thankful for what you've got around you, your health, your safety, and check in for your friends and your family and the like. So, yeah, something different maybe will work for you too. I just want to thank all the parents and families for their help this year. Even if you didn't think you did anything, packing up some chairs, picking up a little bit of rubbish, carpooling, etc., etc. All these things will help. All these little things help along the way, and it makes the season run a whole lot better. Okay, so it's what it's about being part of Heathmont. It always has been. Okay, it's not left up to one person, and if everyone does something, even a little bit, it makes the job a whole lot easier. Finally, I really want to thank my brother Matt, obviously the presidents, and the executive committee for all their help this season. I believe we offer a great program at Heathmont. And that's offered to us because of the executive committee and the work that they do. Okay, to be able to have a big program, keeping costs pretty low compared to other clubs around. If you go have a look at some other clubs, you're probably looking at at least 60, 80, $100 more per kid to play at those other clubs. We keep some costs down because we've got some great sponsorship, And we also offer turf cricket for the older kids to have a go at on a Saturday afternoon, and you're not getting that anywhere else either. So we got the best surface in the ECA, the bottom ground, turf cricket for up and coming juniors, fantastic practice facility down the nets there and on the surface itself to train on, and this new pavilion. Why would you want to be anywhere else? So get people down here, start spruiking the place. I'll tell you what, this place is going to be buzzing. We want to keep growing our relationships, and my position as the coordinator, and I spoke about this with our junior committee the other week. I'm all about participation, okay, and learning and having fun, okay. All I care about is the kids getting out there, giving it their best, listening to their coaches, all right, and creating friendships, okay, with their mates. I got friends, still mates, who I've known since under 12s cricket. They're in my wedding party. I'm still mates with them today. Cricket is a great game. You can meet some great people along the way. You probably already have, and the kids will have as well. All right, so wins and losses for me, I don't care. All right, development of the kids, it's all it's all about for me, and those other things that I've just pointed out. Okay, and those are the things that I'll be championing for the seasons and the future moving forward. Okay, so people may have a different opinion. People may just want to win. People may just want to have those successes and win flags and stuff like that. But it's not me. Okay. Obviously, it's a little bit of a wait and see through the virus as to how we move forward. Okay, with regards to pre-season trainings, how the start of the season's going to look, bits and pieces like that. Okay, so we will let you know when we meet as a committee and bits and pieces like that, and we can set things out in due course. We still obviously have to meet with the ECA, box your reporter and bits and pieces to see how that's going to work its way as well. At the moment, we're all in a holding pattern, and at the moment, cricket's in the background. All right. As I said before, look after yourselves and your families, and we'll worry about this a little bit later on. Okay. Going into that, I really do wish you guys all the best and your families all the safety and health. Okay, so that's pretty much my report. A little bit of off the cuff. So that'll be in the report for the AGM. But yeah, thank you very much for all your help. And also, finally, I must say, the kids. Okay, so the kids they're the stars of the show, aren't they? They are an amazing group from all the way from the 14As that some of the kids play seniors with me, and all the way down to our little tackers, the kinder kids that are probably 4 years old in the Blasters program. They're all fantastic. They're all great, and they're all very respectful. Okay, whenever I pop up, they're always saying, "Hi, Trent, how are you?" And it's fantastic to see how they're going, not just on the field, but also off the field, how their school's going. I know I always look forward to hearing, especially from the Fast Nines, how they're all going. How's little Hamish's books are tracking along? How's Lamb going with his acting and bits and pieces like that, sort of theatre and bits and stuff like that. So I wish you guys all the best as players, as kids. Hopefully you guys can come back and keep growing, keep learning and bits and pieces like that. And let's have a bit more fun next year and take it from there. All right, so what we'll do now, that's that side of it done. I'll start us off. We'll now start going through each age group from the youngsters up to the top age. And some of these reportings I'll do myself, by reports that have been given to me. Some people don't really want to talk on camera. That's fine, doesn't bother me, I'll do it. And what we'll do is we will give a little bit of a report, the award winners, and then we'll cut off to a presentation online through the Photoshop, just to give you guys a little bit of a visual of who won what. And then I'll finish off with the junior club champion, okay, which is very exciting, I must add. Okay, so I'll start with the Blasters. Okay, so Blasters program again this year, very strong. We had another 52 kids registered this year, so consistent numbers each year, over 50. So that's the second year running we've had over 50, and the 4 years in a row that we've had over 40. So numbers are really great. I can probably put that on the back of the Big Bash and the popularity of girls cricket and bits and pieces like that coming through. Cricket's now really rapidly growing sport, especially in our area. So we've obviously got the school up the road, Moorabah East, Heathmont East Primary School, and we get a lot of kids through there. It's a fantastic school, and we'll be looking to continue to have some clinics and bits and pieces like that through that school. Hopefully we can get some more kids come through the doors, which is fantastic. So yeah, 52 kids. Of that, we had 43 junior blasters, essentially as you're welcome to cricket, who have been in, some of those have been started really young, say 4, and they're moving their way up to probably been in there a couple of years. And then we have 9 master blasters, so they're pretty much ready to go into the 7s. With that group, we're sort of teaching them a few more things, playing your bat straight, high elbows, holding the ball properly. We bowl them over a certain amount of pitches so they're ready for the 7s, okay? Of that Master Blaster group, the 9 kids, we've already put 5 of them into the Super 7s this year. So there is that progression already seen. And the kids in the Junior Blasters that probably are ready to go as well, we started putting them in hats and helmets and bits and pieces, gloves, proper balls, for the first time, and let them have a go at that. And they all look like running around like little baby giraffes, because they're sort of running a bit like this. They're a bit funny, the youngsters, but yeah, always great fun on a Saturday morning. So I just want to thank Isaac Mumford again for being my main go-to man. He's done this program with me for about the last 5 years almost. So thank you to him. Aidan Miller for turning up again this year. It's about his 3rd year, so thanks Aidan. Josh Irish again, come back a couple of years now, so thanks Josh. Also does the under 12s as well, so he's done Friday nights and then he's coming back Saturday mornings to help out, as well as the other bits and pieces he does around the club, so thanks very much. And Bevan as well, Bevan Roberts, who played in our 1st and 2nd 11 this year, come down. His family's moved into the area and wanted a new home, and hopefully he's found it with us. He's a champion, and his couple of his youngsters did the Blasters program, so he was more than happy to help out, and he did, and that was fantastic. On top of that, I want to thank Elise and my lovely wife Elise and Tori for doing the awards each week. Okay, so we handed out about upwards of 80 awards for the year, so fantastic. Thanks for organising all that, guys. And also Dave Carr and Tom Langford pretty much running the Tiny Tackers, the 4-year-olds, which is not an easy group to do. They've got the attention span of about 10 to 15 minutes max, and then you've got to switch them around and do something completely different, because you just lose them. They just sit on the grass and roll around and stay on board and start throwing stuff at each other. It's a pretty funny group, but thanks for them for looking after that group, and also coordinating the barbecues most weeks, which is fantastic as well. Thanks to you guys there. So hopefully again we will be running again the Blasters program next year. It was a bit challenging this year because we didn't have the pavilion. We didn't have anywhere to go in case it was raining and bits and pieces like that. So we called off a couple of weeks, but the majority of the year we got out there and had a go, which was fantastic. Playing on the bottom oval, it's a great ground obviously to do anything on, and so if it rains, the ground's dry in 2 hours anyway. So it's fantastic to see all the families of returning kids, and thanks to all the parents that help out and man a station from time to time throughout the program throughout the year. Okay, it's more of a social event, which is great, because the more the parents socialise and the more that they start getting along and growing their own friendships and relationships, it also means the kids do the same. And if they all come back and return, guess what? You've got a whole team for next year, so it's fantastic. So thank you all the parents, and thanks for letting us run it again this year. We'll be back again next year, no doubt, given that we've got a couple of little ones still hanging around. So thank you very much for that. The Super Sevens, I'll cross you straight into the Super Sevens now. So we started the year with 11 kids, I believe, at the start of the season. Which is a perfect amount for two teams. So we had two teams, usually a 7 aside, so a few less just means everyone gets more of a go. So you can have there's no real maximum for team, but the more people you have, the less amount of balls you face and bits and pieces like that. So we started the year with 11, and I think it was round 3. We got word that almost the entire team, split across the two teams, we had a school function on, and none of them could turn up. So we're like, oh, okay, what do we do? So what we did was, as I said before, we had about 5 kids, and the Master Blasters was probably a little bit too good for that level. So we said, all right, how many of you kids want to have a go at Super Sevens and see how you go? And guess what? All of them said yes, we'd love to. So again, participation. I'm not one to say, oh, thanks for that, thanks your turn, go back to your thing, even though you were great, go back to the Blasters and we'll worry about it next year. Nah, they played all year. So we went from having 11 kids to having, I think it was 16 kids, all right, in the space of about a week. So, okay, cool, we're filled up from for 2 teams now, we got 8 in each. Then I think we got another couple along the way, and then we were filled up to around about 17. So we're at about 17. It's probably about where is a good number because you always have kids away through bits and pieces, family commitments and bits and pieces like that. So we had the 2 teams. We had a gold and a blue side. Just want to mention to the kids, they were fantastic throughout the year. These are kids that are sort of really starting to grow up and really starting to mature, and I treat them completely differently to the years that I've seen them come through the Blasters program. Okay, so I know most of these kids through the Blasters program, and when they've come out, I was coaching them this year in the 7s, roll up on Wednesday, and then bang, straight into them. Okay, so they're not kids anymore. Is basically how I treat them. Okay, so we're learning things from scratch. You know, we're walking with a bowler, we're walking as a non-striker, we're backing up, you know, all these little basic things, learning how to call, learning how to run between the wickets, understanding where you can run, where you can't run, and bits and pieces like that. All these things have to be learned at some point, and that's where the Super Sevens come in. Okay, everyone gets a bat and a bowl, and it's really not too much of an issue if you go out. So the kids might get disappointed, but they still face their deliveries. It's a fantastic way to do it personally. So the kids were great. Okay, so everyone got a good go throughout the year, and everyone had a chance to be a captain. Not surprisingly, they always batted first, the captains, and they tended to want to bat first if they won the toss too, which is pretty funny. But why not? You know, channel your inner Mark Taylor, and yeah, we'll have a bat, thanks, is what they said most weeks. We managed to have a go on a flicks pitch this year. What is a flicks pitch, you might say? Bit of a tongue twister. It's basically a rollout pitch where you can play in the middle of the outfield on a normal ground. Okay, so what we trialled it out. We borrowed it from Clinton Cannon through Cricket Victoria, and he let us use Bourne Cricket Club's pitch. So thank you very much for that, Clinton, and Bourne for that. And we found it to be fantastic. What it is we rolled it out and we pegged it down, and it's the perfect length for a Super Sevens pitch, and we had a bit of a go on it, and we found that the ball does not bounce as high, which is absolutely exactly what you want, because in junior cricket, you notice the kids that can't quite get the ball down, they hoof it up in the air and the ball bounces, and the nature of the balls that they're made, they all bounce a bit higher anyway. So with the flicks pitch, it actually skids off a little bit more, and the kids are able to play the ball under their eyes and actually play correct cricket shots. I think the first 3 or 4 shots were all drives to get off the mark, and it was just, this thing's the best. We just loved it straight away. So we'll be looking to purchase a couple of those for the club next year. Again, they're not cheap, but you know, we feel that if we can get more games on that bottom oval, if we can run 2 simultaneously there, and a game up the top with the fast 9s, or another game going up the top there, it creates a massive atmosphere down at the club with the new pavilion just there. again, why would you want to be anywhere else? Absolutely going to be amazing to be there on a Sunday morning with all this going on and having a bit of fun. Want to do some thank yous for the parents. Okay, so the Fast Nines from last year, the Super Sevens from last year will know how I run these Super Sevens. So basically, I will take the coaching for the Wednesdays, and on Sunday, I'll get stuff out of the shed, and I'll help set up a little bit, but I pretty much let the parents run the program. Okay, so I've never umpired a game or a ball, I should say, into the 2 seasons I've been involved with the Sevens. I have not scored at all. I've overlooked it and showed them how to do it a little bit, but that's it. And I haven't done a warm-up with them either. I let the parents do that too. And I let the parents also address the kids throughout the day. What I do, I just take some mental notes, take some things out that we can use and work on a Wednesday. Okay, so everything's run by the parents. And the reason I do that is because it's not that scary, it's not that hard to do. And everybody chipping in, it means that, it just takes a load off, obviously myself, and also puts a bit more of onus on the parents. And coming into next year in this Fast Nines, as these kids get older, everyone can do something because it's pretty much it's pretty easy. Okay, so but for the side was split into 2 teams throughout the year, and so for one of the sides, I'd like to thank Sen for doing the team manager. I dobbed Sen in throughout the start of the year. Di was the scorer for most of the year, and some of the others helped her a little bit, but for the most part she was the scorer throughout the year. And also Mark Schiltz for also doing some scoring with Di and getting everybody on the ball with the online scoring as well. Can be a little bit tricky at the start, but by the end of the year, God, you wouldn't go back, would you? So I'll single out those 3, but all the other parents in that group is amazing because everybody does their stint at the square legs and bits and pieces like that, and they do their jobs and they pad up the kids, even though they're not their kids, doesn't matter. They make sure the kids are actually watching the game and bits and pieces like that. So everybody's doing something. There's not really any time that the parents are standing there doing bugger all. So thank you all the parents. In the other group, I'd like to thank Kate Haley for putting her hand up, aka me dobbing her in, for the team manager. Adam, Liam, Eddie, all these guys, whenever I go down there, they're always doing something, whether it be the scoring or the umpiring and bits and pieces. And for all the other mums and dads also for, again, patting someone up or looking after the team. So thank you very much. Also wanted to welcome the 2 new families at the end of the season. We had, after Christmas, had a couple of new families moved into the area for the new year, for the school new year, and Dylan McCormack and Ryan Dempsey came down with us, and they fitted in straight away. Okay, they were a bit sort of nervous, going, I don't know anyone from the group. I said, how about you come down and have a training? They roll up to training and they notice a couple of people from school. How good is this? This is going to work out really well. Within 2 weeks, bang, they're ingrained into these friendships. They're already starting to become friends and great families too. So welcome to those families down to Heathmont, and it's been fantastic to get to know you guys also. So basically that's the Sevens. There's no individual awards for the Sevens. Okay, so all the kids, amazing kids, you're all going to get a participation trophy. Okay. They've been ordered. 3/4 of them have already been completed. We're just waiting on a couple little things, a couple of errors that need to be sorted out, as you can imagine can happen from time to time. And we will distribute those when we come up with the best plan throughout restrictions and bits and pieces to run around and do some deliveries and bits and pieces. But thank you very much, kids. You're all amazing. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all probably grow about this much. You're going to be taller than me in no time. And I look forward to seeing you all for pre-season. Fingers crossed again, coming into August and September. Okay, so good job, guys. what I'll do now, we'll cross over to the Fast Nines, and we'll do another video for that. So we'll leave that with the next group, and good luck and go Monters.
Hi parents and players of the Fast Nines. With the cancellation of this season's Junior Awards ceremony, Trent has asked if I could record a short video presentation. This year's Fast Nines team was an amalgamation of the two Super Sevens teams from last year, and the kids gelled really well as a group. We were also joined by a new recruit, Rowan Salvajat, who proved to be a great all-rounder. The main difference is from the Sevens competition is that when you're out, you're out. Although we did receive several requests from opposition coaches for a slight tweaking of the rules, such as you can't be out for a golden duck, or a batsman has to face a minimum of 6 balls, and could certain players only face a softer ball. We also played up to 25 overs per innings, which is more than the older age groups. We tried new scoring technology and did suffer delays due to iPad overheating and some general gremlins in the system, which resulted in us having to use the book as a backup. It was great to see all the players improve throughout the season, especially positional awareness when in the field and backing up for any potential overthrows. I was also impressed by the number of volunteers for the wicket-keeping position each week. A lot of the players also played up in the under-12s age group, which exposed them to a more serious level of competition and enabled them to get a decent amount of weekly game time. So, to the award winners. The batting award goes to Jack Pearson. Jack had a standout year, scoring 161 runs at an average of 23. Well done, Jack. The bowling award goes to Christina Brettel. Christina always seemed to take wickets each time she bowled. 9 wickets at an average of 16.44. Congratulations, Christina. The fielding award goes to Liam Water. Liam was outstanding in the field this year, highlighted by numerous catches behind the stumps. Well done, Liam. The coach's award goes to Hamish Bithell. Hamish always gives 100% effort and commitment to the team. His skills kept improving each week, and he has an infectious, bubbly personality which makes him a team favourite. Congratulations, Hamish. And finally, the Most Valuable Player Award. This is given to Christina, whose work with the bat and ball made her a great asset to the side. She was also called up to play for the League Girls Rep team, which really accelerated her skills in game awareness. Congratulations on a great season, Christina. Now for some quick thank yous. I would like to thank Daniel Hall, who was able to help out on numerous occasions when we were missing a player too. Thanks, Daniel. I would also like to thank the parents who helped out throughout the season with the umpiring, scoring, setting up and clearing away. It made my job a lot easier. I would also like to say a special thank you to Andy Munro, who was able to provide game day coaching when available. Thanks, Andy. So that concludes the presentation for the Fast Nines. Stay safe and see you next season.
Thank you so much for that. Well done to the Fast Nines on a great season. I would like to thank a couple of people from the Fast Nines. Andy, thank you so much for helping out doing the team managing this year. You were on point with everything this year. I need a ball, I need to score, I need to get into this. Bang, 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 bang. Made my life very easy and made the lives of everybody in the team very easy too. Well, thanks very much for Prue and Simone and all the helpers throughout there to getting the day up and running every week. So and the 5 Andys, everyone seemed to be named Andy or the parents down there. It's always a bit funny, but yeah, congratulations to that group. And again, the award winners, fantastic. Jack, 161 runs, fantastic, mate, awesome stuff. Christina, star of the show, how good's that? Bowling award, 9 wickets. Every time I see you, you've got the keeping gloves on. What's going on there? Got to ditch those. Get rid of them. They're no good. Take wickets, mate. Take wickets. Fantastic. Awesome job. Liam with the fielding. Fantastic. Always been a good fielder, Liam. He's got a good arm. He's got good hands as well. So well done, Liam. Awesome stuff. Coaches Award, Hamish, how good is that? Hamish, my main man. I love him. He's the biggest character in the club in the juniors, no doubt about it. He's an absolute ripper. Looking forward to your next book coming out too, mate. So make sure I get a copy. Thanks, pal. And the MVP, Christina, again, mate. Star of the show. Fantastic, awesome stuff. And people might not know this, but Christina, she made the rep side this year for the girls. And so she was out there playing the rep games, carnival throughout the school holiday break, and it shows. And when you start getting up there in those quality games and those quality opponents, the results start showing on your own club on the weekends. And look at that, a bowling award and an MVP, fantastic. Congratulations to you. All right, what we'll do now is we'll pass straight over to the under 12As. Sam Caution will go through his team and the awards there. Thanks, Sam.
Hey guys, welcome to the 12A's end of season report. Hope everyone is keeping well, looking after themselves in these times. I want to start off by saying that for many of the boys, this year was their first real taste of playing competitive cricket. While it seemed challenging at times, we learned a lot about ourselves as cricketers and teammates, and I think the boys really enjoyed their time along the way. Definitely our highlight for the season was our win at Yarraleen, after it looked unlikely that we were going to play. It came from a really great team performance and something that we'll never forget. While this year felt like it was challenging from a results point of view, the boys were extremely competitive in every game they played and showed that they could handle themselves at a higher level. If I was to sum up the year in two pictures, I would use this first one as we had a lot of games washed out against teams that we were a good chance against, and in turn it caused us to play more games against teams like this one, where it felt every other team had a number 21. But we had a lot of fun along the way, and no doubt next year the boys will have their turn to feel as tall as number 21 themselves. So we decided to do something a bit different for our presentation. So instead of just reading out my report, we thought it'd be fun to do a little comparison of the kids in our team to some of the current Australian players. We tried to make these comparisons based on the roles that they had this year and how we felt they represented our team. You'll notice that there is a player missing, but I think we would all like to be like him one day. We'll let you guess who that is. The batting and MVP award goes to one of our co-captains this year, who once again showed the quality player he is and led from the front in both his performance and manner on and off the field. He also represented the club as captain of the under-12s in the Rep Carnival this year, which is a huge achievement considering he was one of the youngest boys in the side. This year he showed he was well respected by his peers and his opposition teams, and will no doubt be a player to watch in the coming years. So to James, well done mate. The bowling award goes to a boy who continued to develop his game and learned everything he can when it came to his bowling and his batting also. This boy has a lovely action when he comes into bowl, and it's an absolute joy to watch him play. He has continued to work hard on his batting as well, where he became an opener late in the year, and also proved how good a fielder he was when his run out won us the game later in the year. So to Louis G, awesome work mate on a great year, and well done. The Coaches Award this year was a very tough choice to make, as many boys could have won it, but we decided to give it to a boy who was an absolute joy to coach. We love watching him play, as he always gives 100% to whatever he does, and he has the best voice in the team, always backing up his teammates out in the field and even when we're batting. He proved late in the year that he's a quality keeper also, and hopefully he continues to work on that in the future. So this year the Coaches Award goes to Matt. Last but not least, the Fielding Award goes to a boy who also narrowly missed out on the other awards, but after much thought he was definitely our best fielder during the year. However, not just for his fielding efforts, much like his co-captain, this boy leads by example in his performance on the field, but is also highly valued off the field. Not only when it comes to supporting his teammates and creating positive energy, but he is the first to lend us a hand and is an all-round fantastic kid. So it gives me great joy to give Ethan the Fielding Award, and definitely someone that I'm excited to watch for in the future. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Just wanted to wrap it up by saying thanks again for another great year. To the boys, really thank you for your efforts this year. I know it was a bit of a challenge, but I think you really got something out of it, and yeah, I hope you had a lot of fun along the way. To the parents, just want to thank you once again for all your support. We had a number of people that helped out, the scoring and afternoon teas and setting up the ground and that sort of thing. So just really wanted to thank you guys for all your support, not just this year, but in the years going past as well. So really want to thank you guys for that. Just wanted to say also that unfortunately I don't think I'll be coaching next year. Hoping to go overseas depending on the situation at the moment, but yeah, look, I'll be having a break. I'm going to hand the baton over to someone else, but I really hope everyone continues to keep playing at the club, and I'm really excited to watch the boys play on in the future. Stay safe, and yeah, go Heathmont. See you later, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Sam. Awesome stuff, mate. Again, thanks for your help. Very much appreciated. And also Josh for that seam as well. Thanks very much for the parents that help in that group too. Nerida's always pretty much scoring, and the other parents down there, Desiree and all the helpers down there always pitch in and do the thing for the team, which is great to see. Well done to the award winners as well. James, 129 runs, at 43. Great effort, followed on from last year. So that's really well done. Lewis, fantastic mate. Bowling award, 6 wickets to 12.8. All right, shows you, he's been working on it pretty hard. He's becoming quite tall, quick pacey as well. So he's going to be a handful to play next year, that's for sure. Well done, mate. Awesome. Fielding, Ethan, always been a tremendous athlete, ball in hand, bat, swimming pool, doesn't matter, golf club, you name it, Ethan will be able to do it for you, and to win the fielding award, absolutely fantastic. No surprise to me at all, so well done there. Matty Halikanen, awesome mate, the old coaches award, so fantastic there. We had a few practice sessions this year just to try and work on a few things, and things will start happening for you when the season's coming forward, because you just love it, mate. You love your cricket, so it's fantastic to see. So well done there on your award. And back to the MVP, James, for the season as well. Being one of the leaders, one of the co-captains with Ethan as well. So congratulations. Also, you made the rep side as well. So awesome to see that, you've made that next step into the rep side, so excellent work there. And next year, more pressure on you though, mate. You've got to lead your teammates. You've got to support your teammates too. You've got to be right behind those, because you can't take all 10 wickets each week, and you can't make 160 runs each week to get you over the line. You need everybody doing their bit. and I know that you can step up and get those teammates of yours around you, and everybody improving 10%. Guess what? Get us a whole lot better. So well done to you, buddy. I'll do the under 12Bs. Josh has put together his report, so I'm going to do that on his behalf. So I'll read that out to you now, okay? So this season we had a very, very young and inexperienced team. First, I'd like to thank Gary Hatfield-Dunn for helping us out as much as he could throughout trainings and on game days, and Josh Quinlan for taking over the coaching role in the later part of the season. I'd like to thank Hasitha Tirakawala for doing the online scoring for most weeks when I was present, and for also Prue for doing all the team manager jobs and for all the work you do behind the scenes for the club. I'd like to say I'm very impressed with how our team turned out, from our skills from the start of the season to what it was at the end of the season. Obviously, with all our kids very new to competitive cricket, it was always going to be a challenge, with the majority of players playing their first season of under 12s or currently playing in the Fast Nines program. But for the behaviour they showed on and off the field, despite the results, was a very positive thing to witness. I do not think I've met a more fun and interesting bunch of young and keen cricketers. And the award winners. So here we go. All right, under 12Bs. Batting award goes to Jack Pearson. Congratulations, Jack. 50 runs at 12.5. Okay, so playing in the Fast Nines, get an extra hit on the Friday night in the batting. So well done there. And Josh says Jack was a solid contributor throughout the whole season and did what was asked each and every week. I was impressed with how he carried himself out onto the field each week and see how he was able to improve game by game. Well done, Jack. Fantastic. So well done, Jack. Bowling award goes to Alex Lee. Well done, Alex. 4 wickets at 8.25. It was a very, very close and hard-fought bowling award this year, and you've got the nod, so congratulations, mate. Even though Alex and Josh says, even though Alex wanted to focus on his wicket keeping, it was hard to really pre-fill his wishes every time, because every time I would bring him on to bowl, he was guaranteed a wicket. Again, like Christina, go throw those gloves away, mate. Well done to you. Fantastic. Well done, mate. Excellent job. Fielding award was Trevin Tirakawala. Well done, Trevin. Fantastic, buddy. And Josh writes, he was always positive in the field and would always be alert and asking questions when needed. I was very impressed with his fielding, and he was a vital asset to the team. So well done there, Trevin. Fantastic, mate. Coach's award. Daniel Hall. Well done, Daniel. Absolutely ripping kid, this one. I tell you what, he's just like me, massive cricket nerd. So he's an absolute champion. And Josh writes, I couldn't ask for a better kid to work with, to be honest. Hardworking, determined, and always be picking my brains, wanting to learn as much as possible. All his hard work was shown on game days. He should be very proud of himself and how he has developed over the course of the season. You know what, I completely agree. I've seen you training the house down, and you were this close to being put, up into the A grades at the end of the year because you just worked harder and harder and harder. It just happened to fact that nobody was unavailable at the end of the year, but you would have been one of the first ones picked, mate. So congratulations. And our MVP was Jack Pearson. Well done, Jack. Excellent job. And Josh writes, would not have had a doubt that Jack would win this award, especially how he was playing toward the end of the season. He rotated the strike when batting, bowled outside off, and at the stumps. He was really impressed with his attack in the field. Jack proves to be the complete package throughout the season, and I'm very proud of him. And you know what? So am I, mate. Absolutely fantastic. You're a ripping kid, and I've known you for quite a number of years now, and it's fantastic to see your cricket is just coming on leaps and bounds, so well done, buddy. Josh finishes off by saying, I hope that everyone has really enjoyed the season because I know I did. Keep practicing at home if whatever fashion possible. There are a lot of funny online videos going around and plenty of other cricket activities. As we are into an unknown stage, I hope that everyone keeps safe and hopefully we can get through to the other side and the other end better than ever before. And I completely agree. So thank you very much, Josh, for your efforts this year. Okay, again, crossing over, doing also the Blasters and the under-12s and the other bits and pieces. You're a gem, mate. You're a star. Thank you very much. What I will go on to say further to Josh's comments is that I want to make a special mention of a few players in this 12B side, okay? And in no particular order, okay? Jack Pearson, Liam Walter, Zach Parker, Oliver Heathcote, and Luke Hall, okay? So at the start of the season, we had a very awkward number of kids playing, okay? We had 16 kids in the under-12s. So too many for one team, and certainly not enough for two teams, obviously. So we were hitting the start of the season, sort of biting our fingernails. Are we going to get enough players together? And we said to ourselves, why don't we ask the Fast Nines kids coming through with some talent, see if they want to have an extra hit on a Friday night as well as the Sunday morning. And hands went up straight away. So thank you to those kids, because what you've actually done is given those other 5 players a chance to play cricket and get a real decent go on a Friday night, okay? And you're probably thinking, it's okay. No, it's a massive thing, okay? So without you, we could not have got that second team up, and without you, they wouldn't have got a game, or not even as much of a game. They might have had to rotate throughout the season with other kids in the A team, okay? And given the amount of rain we had, it would have meant they had less to go than we actually got going as well. All right, so thank you very much to those kids, and in turn, obviously, the parents to be able to play 2 games over the weekend. So well done to that. Okay, so again, thank you very much to the under-12s. What we'll do now is we'll cross over to the under-14s, and we'll kick off with the under-14As, which is going to be taken by Clinton. So thanks, Clinton. Take it away.
Hi everyone, and thanks for joining on what is different and crazy times, and hope everyone is staying safe and well. Under 14A this season made the step up, and thanks to the club for doing that. I think the boys enjoyed the challenge, although we didn't win any games. We were very, very competitive all season, and I thank all the boys for their efforts. To Billy as captain, well done, mate. You did a terrific job, and to all the other boys that came along and played, thank you to our new recruits in James and Lith and Jacob. So thanks to everyone. To Glenn Armbuckle and Stevo, thanks for your help on training nights. Absolutely fantastic. When I had to work or not be there, you guys were there to be called on. So thanks for that. To the greatest team manager of all time, I say this every time, but Brett, you are a superstar. Thanks for all your help. Very much appreciated, and I hope that your efforts continue for Heathmont Cricket Club. And then lastly, thank you to Matty Carr and Trent Carr. You guys do an absolutely fantastic job for cricket, and Heathmont's in a really, really good spot. Can't wait to see the new rooms next year and enjoy the facility. So thank you for making Heathmont such a great place to be. Let's get into the awards, and we'll start off with the batting award, and it goes to one of our new recruits, Jacob Henry. So well done, Jacob. Fantastic season. Really, really came along in your cricket this year from what I could see, and 216 runs at 72. So made a fantastic effort, and congratulations on your batting award. The bowling award, it went to Jay, so well done, buddy. Started the season really slowly, but as the confidence grew, so did your efforts with the ball and later on with the bat as well for both junior and senior cricket. So well done. He took 6 wickets at 25.17. So well done, Jay. A fantastic season, and look forward to playing more cricket with you in the future, buddy. The fielding award, I couldn't go past our wicketkeeper this year. Leo, absolutely fantastic, mate. Every week we told you to put the gloves on, and mate, you were fantastic behind the pegs. So thank you for your efforts, Leo, and congratulations on that fielding award. My coach's award, I thought a lot about this, but this guy came along in leaps and bounds from last year and was really stiff not to win the bowling award, I believe, and that is Thomas Coombs. So well done, Coombsy. I thought you were fantastic with your bowling this year. You produced when we needed you to. You took some big wickets throughout the season, and your general attitude towards the game was really good. So well done, Coombsy, on a great season. Our MVP has gone to Jacob Henry. So well done, Jacob, a great recruit for the club. So your overall year has been very good with bat, and then near the end of the season you finally got some wickets, and your fielding and general leadership was fantastic. So well done on being the MVP as well, Jacob, and thank you for your season. To all the boys, thank you for all your efforts. To all the parents, thank you for all your help on game day and at training, and for getting your boys to the game on time. We didn't have any issues whatsoever. It was a great bunch to coach this year again. I've had some great fun again with the lads. So thank you to all the parents for your friendship as well. Good luck to everyone in these trying times. Try and have a happy Easter, Good Friday. Don't forget to give that they may grow. So I know the virtual website for Pied Pipers is something that we should look to and encourage people to put some money into a virtual tin and give that they may grow. So thank you again for all your efforts over the last season. Hopefully cricket will be back up and going on time. Who knows in these crazy times, but let's hope so. So thanks again for all your efforts. This has been a bit of fun, and yeah, let's hopefully we get through all this together. Thank you.
Awesome stuff, Clinton. Thank you very much for that, mate. Again, thank you for all your hard work this year as well. So really appreciate the work you've done, and continue to do for our club and for Cricket Victoria as well. So massive role there, and running the eastern side of Melbourne, and you do a terrific job. And yeah, we thank you again for taking the kids and doing the coaching for our boys. So fantastic, and thank you for that. Recapping the Warbinders, Jacob, fantastic first season down here. You know, come across knowing Jay and getting an extra hit, also playing at Ringwood, but 216 runs, mate, at 72. You know, goes without saying. Fantastic, congratulations, mate. Jay Cannon, well done, mate. Awesome stuff. Real logjam for the bowling award this year. And obviously, you know, a few bowling in the right spots has got you a couple of extra wickets, and well deserved of the bowling awards. Congratulations, buddy. Awesome stuff. Fielding award, Leo Henderson. Fantastic, mate. Awesome job with the gloves on. I remember we were working on a few bits and pieces through the start of the season, when pre-season started, and I could just tell you were going to be switched on this year. So congratulations, mate. Fantastic effort. Coach's award, Thomas Coombs. Oh my God. You'd have to be the most frustrated bowler in the juniors. He bowls well every single week without luck. If you look at his economy rate, it's amazing, and he hits the spot, and he's just unplayable. The wickets will come, mate. I guarantee you. Okay, you keep bowling the right spot, you keep doing the right things, listen to your coaches and bits and pieces like that. The rewards will come. I promise you that the rewards will come. Okay, so well done on a great year, buddy. And the MVP, Jacob, fantastic, mate. Hopefully, you know, he can keep you having an extra hit with us for a couple of years, and before you go on to bigger and better things, and show us how things are done. So congratulations, buddy, awesome stuff. So what I'll do now is I'll cross over to the under 12Bs, which Glenn is going to take care of us, and we'll take it away, Glenn. Thanks, buddy.
Okay. Hi everyone, Glenn Arbuckle's my name. I'm the team manager for the under 14Bs, and this is our presentation. So normally we'd be standing in the bowls club, but unfortunately we all know what's happening at the moment, so hoping everyone's safe and well. So I would also be normally doing this with Steve Williams, but I'll go through all the details. So just before I read out the results, I'd like to just mention a couple of things. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge all the great work that Trent and Matt have done behind the scenes, which has been absolutely fantastic. So thank you guys for everything that you do for the club. And I'd also just like to acknowledge Steve Williams as well. So Steve gives up a lot of his time and he comes down on match days and training. So thanks, Steve, for everything that you do and the support and help you give to all the players. I know they get a lot out of it, and it's really well appreciated. Thanks, mate. And also just a big thanks to those parents that always help out week by week as well. So I appreciate everything that you do to keep everything running on game day. All right, so let's get into the results for the year. So it's been just to also mention, it's been a great year for the kids. So we've had a lot of competitive matches, which is what it's all about. We had a draw, which was really exciting. There was a couple of teams that probably were a little bit above where they should have been and touched us up a bit, but on the whole we've had a terrific year, and it's like all occasions that the improvement in all players has been fantastic, and you see the development and growth in everyone over the years, and it's been no exception this season. So I've really enjoyed being part of it and watch everyone progress. It's been terrific, and I really hope the players have got a lot out of it as well. So let's get on to the results. I'll start with the batting award, and the winner of the batting award this season went to Brendan Jones. So well done, Brendo, for your efforts. You made 149 runs at an average of 37.25. So well done, mate, in doing that. On to the bowling, and the bowling went to Daniel Arbuckle. He took 7 wickets at an average of 9.71. So well done to you, Daniel. Let's go on to the fielding award. Now it's always a tricky one to come up with a fielding award, but we gave it to Riley Johnson. So Riley, you were obviously our keeper for most of the season, and you had to deal with a lot of wayward balls and wides and so forth, but mate, you did an enormous, fantastic job throughout the season, and you thoroughly deserve the fielding award, so well done. With the coaches award, so Steve came up with this one, and Steve's given this to Joel Dean. So Joel, you've been very consistent all year with your bowling and your batting, and you've taken a lot of catches, so you've had a really good consistent year. So and you always try your best out there on the field, and you're supportive of all your teammates, so so well deserving of you, mate, to get the coaches award. Now the last award we have for the under 14Bs is the I guess it's the club champion for the 14, not the club champion, but the 14B champion player. So it goes on a point system. It's based on runs and wickets and catches taken. So I'll start with the top three. So in third place came Daniel Arbuckle. In second place came Joel, and first place was Brendan Jones. So Brendan had a great year with the bat. He also took, I think it was about 6 wickets. And so also to acknowledge, Brendan was our captain for the year, and you did a great job there, Brendo, knowing that you had a lot of other players putting a bit of input in. But you did well, and you got a great result out of the team, and everyone had a fair go, and that's what it's all about. And I think you've done you've obviously learnt and developed a lot yourself, mate, by taking on that role. So that's it for the presentation. Let's hope that we're all safe and well, and in 6 months, well, hopefully things get back to normal a bit, and we can look forward to getting into another season of cricket. Well, I've got some great club rooms to look forward to, so looking forward to catching up with everyone then, and thanks again for a great season. Okay, bye.
Hi everyone, wish it was better circumstances we were doing the presentations today. Been asked to do it on video so you can all have a look and share, and I'll just do it fairly quickly if I can, so I won't keep much of your time. Hope you're all keeping safe and you're able to get through this like all the rest of us, and we can move on with our lives and go back to what it was before. In saying that, the girls this year had 10 girls all up, a couple of new faces in Janice and Madison. Great girls to jump on board as well. They all got along fantastically. It's great to see every week. They're all laughing and carrying on with each other, and they're so friendly with each other out there. Makes a good team spirit. Their fielding has been exceptional. You can just hear them talking all the time, encouraging each other, which is what you want out there. So it's a pleasure to coach them. Been doing this 3 years now, and it's great to see the improvement each year from the girls. They only won 3 games in the last 2 years, and this year they've won 8 games. So including a grand final that they did make in the spring season. They reeled off 5 wins in a row to make that grand final, beaten by a better side on the day in Holy Trinity, and it was a great experience for them, and I think it'll make them even better players for the future. Wasn't too fussed about the result anyway, but it just showed from there. Went up to the stage 2 and they acquitted themselves really well. They won 3 games in that grade and finished 4th out of 8. So they did really well against the top sides and won 3 games, as I said. In terms of the performances this year, all girls performed very well. It's a shame that I can't give the participation awards out to all the girls. Would love to have done that because very proud of what they've done, and the parents should be very proud as well as what they've done. Firstly, Caitlin had a fantastic year. Again, she's showing her ability this year to improve with the bat and the ball. She's getting stronger. She's like a really good captain out there. She's revving up the players. You can see that. So she's got that capability going forward as well. And really showed in the last game. Just tremendous the way she batted in that last game against the top side. Hitting that 4 down the ground was just brilliant. That's what we've been trying to work for all year. Congratulations to Caitlin on her batting and bowling and her fielding as well, and keeping. So she can do it all. She's had a magnificent year. Sophie, a new player this year. She's a little firecracker. She can do anything that she puts her mind to. She bats, bowls, she keeps, she fields well. And she is the recipient of the fielding award this year, because I thought she just showed tremendous abilities in the field. As I said, she kept well, she could take one-handers, and she got a lot of run-outs as well, and she batted quite well at times as well. So in her first game, who cannot forget her first game against Holy Trinity, she took 3 wickets and got a run-out and made 7 runs. Just fantastic, and I know she'll be even more improved next year. She makes train, she tries her best at training, and it was a pleasure coaching her. So well done to Sophie on the fielding award this year. I didn't know there was going to be awards this year, I must say, but we went up to stage 2, so there is awards through stage 2. So all the girls will get participation awards, and then there's a couple of awards to a few of the girls as well, which I'll go through. Tilly, great performance this year as well. She's improving each year with the ball and the bat, and she's kept as well. And her fielding's getting better and better as well. You can see the confidence growing all the time, each time she gets out there. Batting, she's starting to hit the ball and get runs, and she's always looking at me for personal coaching when I'm out there, and she gets that reward as well because she's able to do it, and you see the smile on her face is just brilliant. And her bowling the last 2 games against the top side was excellent. Hardly any runs off her, they couldn't hit her. So another encouraging display by Tilly, well done. Olivia trained really hard, she tries really hard as well, and her batting was magnificent. She puts her hand up to bat, open the batting, she doesn't care, she just wants to bat. And she put some really good steps forward with her dad, who's always got her training and helping her as well. She's only really young, and you wouldn't know it because the way she puts her best foot forward every time she trains. She trains her house down. And another great performance by her with her bowling as well. It's just improving all the time. She's telling me what she's doing wrong now because she knows it. All right, so and then she fixes it up, and it's just great to see when she does that. And she kept as well. Great performance there. Took her first catch in the outfield, which is great to see her girls when they take a catch in the outfield because it's not easy, but we practice for it, and it's great to see her do it. Mia, very good year by Mia. She played with the boys team as well, and I think that probably helped her. Even her dad said that. Her bowling, she was missing the pitch 4 out of 6 last year. This year was lucky to be 1, maybe 1, occasionally 2, but a lot more wickets, a lot more straighter bowling. You can tell that she put the effort in as well. And her batting as well, she's one of the strongest. She's hit the most boundaries this year. She's one of the strongest players. Definitely on the leg side. She can hit anything on the leg side. She knows she has to work it out on the offside as well, but really encouraging performance. And Mia is the recipient of the batting award this year for the most runs in stage 2. So congratulations to Mia. Taylor's clapping right next to us. That's our audience with my wife and Taylor. So well done, Mia, on the batting award this year. Expecting more big things next year for you, Mia. Well done. Janice, a new player from Ringwood this year, she's fitted in really, really well. She gets the training as well all the time, as much as she can, and she shows that she's a really good bowler. All the girls comment on the team how good a bowler she is, and she's hard to get out when she bats as well. So she's encouragement as well from all the players for Janice as one of the better players is really good to see, and she's shown some really good performance. She can hit the ball really hard. And hit a lot harder and straighter. She'll be even better for next year. So well done, Janice, as well this year. Tiasha, well, she's the smallest and she's a brave player. She gets the training all the time. She tries her hard. These girls in stage 2 are a lot bigger than her. They're a lot faster than her. She still goes out there. They bowl faster than her. One game she's been hitting the helmet. She's gone off. She's come back out and made a run after that. She got a run. She's just brave. She goes out there all the time with bat. She'll just get better and better. More confidence she has with batting, she'll be a lot better. Her bowling, all the girls comment on how good a bowler Tiasha is. She gets the ball up there all the time, nice and high on the pitch. Hardly any days that she has a bad day with the ball, and it's just really pleasing. The opposition always say how good a bowler she is. It's fantastic that she can do that. She's getting better and more confidence with the ball when it gets faster at her as well. So well done, Tiasha, and she's recipient of the Coaches Award this year. Well done, Taylor. Well done, Tiasha. So I think over the last 2 years she's shown how brave she is, and she's a really accomplished player. So she's going to be great for us going forward. Can't wait to see her again next year. Zoe. Zoe's had a great year as well. The way she shows how she can bat on both sides. She's a strong, very strong player. All right, so she just gets out there and she's always looking for encouragement from her father, from me as well, to know that she's doing the right thing, and she is doing the right thing. Can't forget the cover drive she played in the grand final at the spring grade grand final. It was just magnificent, and you could see the glow of the parents as well, saying, "Wow, what a shot!" Because she's got that, and she's very strong. So she'll still be confident next year to do that. She'll get even better. Bowling, she doesn't like to bowl too much, but I'll tell you what, she's pretty quick. She just gets more confidence and just get that arm really, really high. She showed that she could do that, and the more you bowl, the more better you'll get. Also kept as well, and showed that she could keep as well, and field. She's good in the field, and encouragement in the field. All right, well done, Zoe, for this year. Lastly, Taylor. Taylor's had a really good year because I'm her father and I push her as well. So she may not love the game, but she's getting better and better at the game as well. So really good performance. I take her down the nets and get her to bat and bowl, and she bowled bloody fast at me. I know that. So I've got I've got my foam. It's got a crack in it. You can see she's got a crack in the foam because she bowled it and she hit it. So the girls always say how fast she is. She's just got to get it right all the time, but she's learning still, and her batting she's still learning too as well. She's trying to do the right thing by batting and I think she's getting there. So hopefully she'll push on with that next year and want to play just as hard next year. Sorry, I've got one other one. Here's Maddie. Maddie's another new player as well. She's had a terrific year this year. She just come in late, and gee, she can hit the ball. Another one that just wants to bat and doesn't care where she bats. She'll open, do anything you want. And even the opposition actually said from the opposition that they're looking at interleague next year. They want her to go and bat because she hits the ball hard. So I think she should be encouraged by that because she can hit the ball hard. She also took a couple of catches in the outfield. She's not scared of anything, Maddie. So and her bowling, she's got to keep working hard and hard, and she does that. She does work hard on her game. So a great year by Maddie. The bowling award this year in the stage 2 actually went to Taylor. Taylor's got the bowling award. So she doesn't even know this, so well done to Taylor. She took 5 wickets in the stage 2. Fantastic performance by her. I'm really proud of her, so well done. So thank you.
Thank you.
So that's fantastic. Lastly, the MVP, which I didn't know this, it's based on runs, wickets, run-outs and catches. The most valuable player this year is Taylor. Well done to Taylor. On the MVP, so congratulations to you, Taylor. Really good performance, as I said. You can do it all. Just try harder, and you'll just get better and better. So, pleasure this year coaching the girls and all the parents as well. Thank you very much for helping out with the scoring and what needs to be done, setting up. Because I'm not there on time. Down at training, getting the girls to train. They're there for 2 hours, which is great. They don't complain. And neither do the parents because they're doing what they love to do, and you're sharing that experience with them, and I love it. So hopefully, unfortunately I can't give the trophies out. I wish I could, but in time you're going to be able to collect your trophies. And during the winter, if you're free and you want to have a hit, I've got the girls' cricket bag. So if you want to have a hit in the outside, I am free to do it because I just love coaching the girls. Great bunch of girls, and thank you very much for the season. Bring on the next season and be safe. Thank you.
Thanks, Pezza, for that awesome rundown of the season. Always a pleasure to have such a wealth of knowledge looking after the girls. Okay, so we really want to ramp up the girls in the coming seasons. Try and grow the program more. Okay, so we're really going to put some more effort and emphasis onto that group. And try and see if we can even get a couple more teams in the next season. It'd be fantastic to keep the momentum going, and especially if you've got a coach like Paul there, a level 3 coach. You'd be crazy not to use his knowledge of the game, and the girls are coming along leaps and bounds. So well done to those. Going back through the award winners for the girls, Mia, fantastic, 35 runs at 11. Mia also plays. In our under 12s, okay, so under 12Bs with Josh's team. So therefore, you're getting a hit with the boys, and then you're playing the girls as well. It's fantastic to see, and that extra hit has obviously translated to a nice award for yourself. So congratulations, that's fantastic. Taylor Perry, fantastic, 5 wickets, 10. You can't ask much more than that. You're already a better bowler than your old man, and I'll tell you what, there's more wickets and runs in it for you as well, especially if you keep listening to your coach, if you can, and if you keep enjoying your cricket. And that's all it's all about. And if you do, then no doubt there'll be some more awards coming your way in the future. So well done, Taylor. Fielding was Sophie Johnson. Oh, hard as nails, Sophie. No doubt about it. So well done, as Bez touched on. So great year, and another worthy recipient of an award. So congratulations, Sophie. Coach's award was Tiasha. Oh, Tiasha's a ripper. So if you ever met Tiasha or a family, mate, get in line. They're some of the nicest people you'll meet, and Tiasha is obviously one of our littlest players on the team, but heart as big as Farlap. So she's fantastic, and her cricket's coming along really well as well. So fantastic to see you got your award tonight, and congratulations. and the MVP was Taylor as well. So a consistent award through batting and your bowling. So fantastic, and congratulations. All right. That pretty much wraps up the individual awards for the teams. So now we'll cross over to the big award, which is the junior club champion. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that as a countdown from 10 through to 1. We've come to the time of the night where we will present our junior club champion. Okay, so I hope everyone's got a drink and ready to count down. So what we're going to do is we're going to count down the top 10. Okay, so the junior club champion is done via club championship points. Okay, so it's basically everything statistically, runs, wickets, not outs, catches, run outs, everything. Okay, and that is then divided by the number of games played for the season. Okay, so if you're going to be playing in 2 grades, for example, like let's say Jack Pearson, you will be have your 2 totals, but you'll also have your games divided by a greater amount of games because you've played, twice as many games as everybody else. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll count it down from 10 down to 1. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of a slow version so I can congratulate all those top 10 place getters, and we'll culminate with the winner. So what I can tell you is that this season was separated by 3 points. Okay, so when you look back on the entire season, that's 3 runs, a 1 catch, or a not out, or an unassisted run out, or an assisted run out. Something little minor has separated the top 2 boys. Okay, so amazing effort from those 2 this year. There had to be a winner, and there was. So we'll go through that in a few moments. And so let's just kick it off with in 10th place with 22.5 points was Jay Cannon. So congratulations, Jay, for a great year, and followed up from your previous top 10 finish last year. So well done, mate. Excellent stuff. In 9th position, 22.67 points, and history making, I suppose you could say. 9th spot is Taylor Perry. So well done, Taylor. Okay, our first girls team in competitive grade who is now eligible to win our junior club champion. So the first year available, we've got Taylor who's in our top 10. So well done, Taylor. Backing on from what we were talking about before with getting better and learning each time you play, and more awards will come your way. So congratulations. 8th with 24.11 was Lewis G in the 12As. Fantastic, Lewis. Really consistent year. Okay, so and every time I heard about you playing, you held your wicket as well, and not outs count. Okay, so you really put value on your wicket, and you've had a great year as well, a great consistent year. So well done in your 8th place. 7th place with 25.25 was Billy Baines, last year's winner. So well done, Billy. Another great season. Okay, you probably didn't lift to the heights that you wanted to in juniors, as you well did in the seniors, especially in the final series. But guess what? You learn from those experiences through the finals, through your seniors. And if you know that if I can hit around these old blokes, and kids my age and seniors on turf, it should give you enormous confidence going into next year and going on playing in those grades in the juniors, moving forward in the under 16s. Okay, so well done on 7th place, mate. Fantastic stuff. 6th place, 27.11 points is James Matthews. So well done, James. Another good year again. Another high finish in the club championships. So and another good year for the rep as well. So keep at it, keep practicing. I know you do. I always see you down at the bottom oval HE Parker with the old man doing some catching and some batting and bits and pieces. So keep working hard, keep practicing, getting better, and keep having fun, and more rewards will come your way. So well done to you in 6th place. So well done, buddy. 5th place, with 27.25 points was Daniel Arbuckle. Fantastic, Daniel. Absolutely wrapped for this one. You've had a great year with the ball, obviously taking out the award for the 12 under 14Bs. So congratulations to you, and keep that ball upright. More because will come your way, more rewards will come your way, and hopefully we get a few successes as a team as well. So 5th place, top 5 finish. Congratulations, well deserved, mate. Awesome stuff. In 4th place, starting to get to the pointy end here, 28.50 was Chris Galea. So well done, Chris. Awesome stuff. Again, another consistent year. Didn't quite have the individual award for a batting or a bowling award, but a top 4 finish in the overall club champion just shows how much of a consistency you did have. So you should be well proud of the way you did it, and you keep improving, much like the other kids that I've mentioned, and the entire team gets better around you, and then more successes will come our way as well. So well done to you, buddy. Excellent stuff. In 3rd place, 29.13 points is Joel Dean. Fantastic. Again, another consistent year from the under 14Bs, and again, much like the other 2 boys, it shows reward for effort. So excellent work. Top 3 finish. You can't get much better than that but you probably can. Okay, so keep practicing, keep getting better, keep working hard, and you never know, you could be right at the pointy end of that. But 3rd position is fantastic. Congratulations. So here it comes down to the 2 boys. So Joel was finished on 29.13, and there's a little bit of a jump. Okay, so a little bit of a log jam from 3rd down to 10th, from 29 points to 22.5 points. Okay, but the top 2 had real standout seasons. Okay, so we're looking at 29 points for 3rd, and we jump up to 37 points for 2nd. Okay, so as I said, and these 2 boys have jumped up that far, and then they've been separated by 0.25 of a point. Okay, so when I look at through the next page, I can see that is a 0.38 difference. Okay, so that's all it was. Okay, so we're talking 1 catch and difference throughout the year. So without further ado, 2nd place with 37.0 points was Jacob Henry. So congratulations, Jacob. Amazing season to come across from Ringwood, to play with some friends, to have an extra hit, and improve yourself and improve your cricket is fantastic. The moment I saw you have a bowl in pre-season, I thought, gee, this kid can play. So don't worry about that. More things will come your way, more awards will come your way, more successes will come your way if you keep working hard at it. Okay, so you're a terrific young man. You're a very respectful young bloke as well too. So I really enjoyed seeing your name up at the pointy end. So congratulations to you. 2nd place is fantastic, and I wish you all the best for next year, mate. Awesome stuff. All right, so that brings us to our club champion for the year 2019-2020. Okay, so prestigious award. There's a lot of fantastic cricketers on this shield. Okay, and the likes of Trent Wins and Ben Morris's, these sort of guys who have won, and Tommy Thirlwells, these guys have won awards and gone on to massive things. Okay, at this club, and I'd like to announce the winner of the 2019 club champ, 2019-2020 junior club champ for Heathmont Cricket Club as Brendan Jones. So congratulations, Brendan. Absolutely amazing, mate. I'm stoked for you. I wish you were here right now so I could give you a big congratulating hug, but no doubt you'll be watching this and with your folks, and and you should be screaming around the room right now because you had a fantastic year. As Glenn said, led the under-14s and did so well with both bat. Almost won the bowling average and the batting average in the one grade. And really starting to mature as a person as well. Okay, so your cricket's coming along because you're becoming a fantastic young man. So again, I'll follow on from what Glenn said. He was congratulating you as well. So couldn't be happier and couldn't be a more worthy opponent. Fantastic to yourself and also to Jacob for having such fantastic seasons. And yes, no doubt you'll be back next year, willing to and raring to go. So let's get into it again next year and look forward to bigger and brighter things. But for the moment, well done, and our award goes to Brendan Jones. So that's basically it from us. And as I said, to recap from earlier, I hope everybody stays safe and healthy throughout the next little period of isolation for everybody. And it's all about looking after each other, staying in touch. Video call your friends and your families, and make sure you're looking after yourself both physically and mentally. Go around the block for some exercise and make sure you're talking to your folks or your friends and your colleagues and really staying healthy and strong. So that'll be us signing off for the year. Thank you again for such a great season, and I feel very proud to have been able to share it with you, and I'm really looking forward to getting into our new club rooms. I mean, it's going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to being out on that balcony and watching some of the stars that we discussed tonight playing in these grades that we've set up for developing our junior cricketers on the turf. So fantastic. Well done to all the winners. Thank you to all the parents. Thank you to the supporters and also our sponsors. Again, big year next year. Bright and fresh. And if you are able to be a sponsor next year, love for you to be on board, even if it's just $250 for the season, or if you want to be something more significant, it'd be fantastic. So again, well done, and I look forward to seeing you all on the other side of this virus and back down at the Heathmont Cricket Club. So thank you very much and have a great evening. See you guys. Bye.